Greetings, everybody, and welcome to another close-up video here on the Media Files. This time around, I figured we would talk about an instant classic that is basically shown pretty much almost every Easter on TV, and or at least whenever I've seen it. But not only that, though, it's just not only is it a great movie, but it's just one of the best movies that's ever been made. Period. I mean, granted, yes, the movie is, over 50, so it'll be almost, in 3 years, it'll be 70 years old, which is kind of hard to believe. But not only that, though, I mean, actually, as of, this year, now that I'm looking at the packaging, the original film is 100 years old. Huh. What movie is that? Well, I figured today we would discuss Cecil B. DeMille's The 10 Commandments, the 50th Anniversary Collection, right here on the Media Files. Welcome back. So, with this movie is such a classic, and not only that, though, this edition is awesome. You get the front there, as well as you get the spine. It's all nice and red, shiny. Then you got the description there with everything on the back, as well as you got your color footage, but then you got a movie that's a little bit of that kind of black and white looking there a little bit. Like, what's that? So, good thing is this just opens up, and that's pretty cool. You can actually see the background of everybody, and Charlton Heston, who plays Moses in this movie, is just literally thing like that, which is actually pretty cool. So she opens up. So you have disc art. Yeah. So we have the 10 Commandments, the 1956 feature film part 1. Disc 2, the second half of the film. However, though, disc 3, we have the original film from 1923. The original 1923 silent film, originally directed by Cecil B. DeMille way back 100 years ago. Yes, 100 years ago is when this film was made. And not only that, though, you get this really, really cool backdrop here. I'll take out the disc here and show you real quick. I can get it out. So, yeah, look at that. Look at this epic shot. There you got Charlton Heston there as Moses, giving, preaching to everybody about, the way of the 10 Commandments and whatnot. And not only that, though, these are extras, and this set was built for real. Yeah. Real sets, real people, no CGI for its time. And what can I say? I mean, not only that, though, God, this movie is so, so good. I mean, a lot of it is, based on religion, and, especially with specifically Christianity, and, the rise of, Jesus coming back from the dead. But not only that, though, you got, who is that? I believe that is that Yul Brynner? Yeah. Not only that, though, you have Yul Brynner there as Ramses, which is just an amazing, amazing performance from all these actors. And not only that, though, God, this movie was so, so good. And I gotta reposition my leg here because my foot's starting to fall asleep. So here, let's go over the special features on this thing. So, the 10 Commandments, the 1956 version. We have commentary by Catherine Ornson, author of Written in Stone, Making of Cecil B. DeMille's Epic 10 Commandments. The 6-part documentary, Moses, The Chosen People, Land of the Pharaohs, The Paramount Lot, The Score, and Mr. DeMille. Also, there's a newsreel from the 10 Commandments premiere in New York. Also, we have some trailers. The making of trailer from 1956, which you never see those anymore. You never do. The 1966 trailer, and then the 1989 re-release trailer. Yeah, this movie got re-released several times throughout its life. We also have the 1923 version of the 10 Commandments. We have commentary by Catherine Orenson, author of Written in Stone, and it's the same. I believe it's the same commentary. However, though, there is also, which is something that we never get to see, which obviously was remade really, really well with matte paintings and special effects way back in the day. You have the hand-tinted footage of Exodus parting and the parting of the Red Sea sequence. Basically, it's like a two-tone type of thing, where color obviously wasn't really around, so it looks kind of bluish and kind of purplish a little bit. But yeah, what can I say? It's an amazing, amazing set. Know that? Hang on a second. I just realized something. Set that there. I've got another edition of this movie. Might as well go ahead and take a look at that too. Hang on a second. I'll be right back. If I can ever get up. Be right back. And one second. Oh, alrighty. I'll have to edit out part of that. Alrighty, I'm back. So, so as I mentioned, we have this 50th anniversary collector's edition, but I figured I'd throw in a bonus because it's probably an even cooler set. Yeah, we're going to do a double feature box looking at stuff today. I'm, of course, talking about this collector's edition of the Ten Commandments. Yeah, this edition is awesome. Unfortunately, I do not have the back end of this. You can tell that's Moses there. He's departing the Red Sea. An amazing sequence still to this day. But, when I got this set, I think I found it at, where was it? Actually, I went to, one of those huge indoor garage sales, and there was a guy there that was selling a ton of DVDs and Blu-rays and box sets were only, $4 or $5. I'm like, dude, sweet. But he thought it was just a movie, so he ended up giving it to me only for $1. I'm like, okay. So I'm like, cool. So this flap opens, and I'm gonna be very careful because it's kind of fragile. So if you don't really see much, that's why. I have to hold it in my lap here. But God, this set is so cool. Actually, let's see if we can move it up a little bit. Yeah. See if I can actually... No, I'll just put it down here for now. So here you get this, which actually holds all the discs. One thing I did not know about this when I bought it is that this actually is the exclusive set that actually has the Blu-rays. Yeah, this is actually the Blu-ray set, as well as the original DVD. You got... The Blu-ray's been split up, twice on disc 1 and disc 2. And then you have the 1923 feature as well on disc 3. And then you even have the exact same stuff here on DVD. Yeah, this is actually the Blu-ray edition. I had no idea that this was Blu-ray. I thought this was like some Uber Deluxe edition. And it is. So you get all the cast members there for all of the original films. Both films directed by Cecil B. DeMille. And God, this set is so cool. And then also probably another is that it comes with a whole bunch of other really, really cool stuff in here as well. So we'll just take everything out here. It just makes things easier. So there's the box. I'll just keep it down here because I don't like the box getting all bent up and out of shape. But so here we have this really, really cool old school booklet where all about the Ten Commandments, how it was made. And I believe it's actually a reprint. So you got concept art there of what they envisioned to make the movie. And God, this thing is so awesome, about different stories about, throughout the Bible and all that stuff and everything. And, not only that, though, you have, actors, the actors that were in the film. And I believe this is actually a reprint of the like the program that you would get, that you got back in the 50s. But what can I say though? But just the amount of sheer work that they went into for this. This is awesome. Awesome, amazing set. And so underneath that, they actually have this really cool, all these really awesome extra things that they would give out when they made the movie. So, for example, we have this little note here by one of the, I believe it was somebody who was between the age of 18 and 30, and a female, literally wrote this hand note back in the day about the movie and how she thought the movie was awesome. It doesn't specify who it is, but, obviously it's something you don't ever see anymore is cursive writing. So, yeah. So we also have this really cool reprinted original telegram from Western Union by a gentleman by the name of Adolf Zucker, who basically was just wrote him to basically say how good he enjoyed the movie, which that's kind of rare. You don't see that very often anymore. Also, here's something that's kind of cool, is that I'm not sure if they saw the movie or where this came from, but this may have been an inspiration, but I don't know if it was Cecil B. DeMille or Charlton Heston, but apparently here is a menu for the Cafe Continental. Yeah, literally a menu with everything that was on that, wherever restaurant it is that they went to. I don't know if that's on the Paramount lot, if that still is to this day or what, but I'm wondering if it's something that the director had, because on the back of it may be kind of hard to see if I can get it there, but there's actually some sketches that are on there. It's very hard to see, but I'm wondering if that was Cecil B. DeMille's sketches on what he was thinking that the headdress may look like for Charlton Heston. And also, speaking of Charlton Heston, we have a handwritten letter basically reprinted from Charlton Heston himself to Cecil B. DeMille. And you can literally tell it's Charlton Heston because it's got his name right there, and he goes by his nickname of Chuck. And you can pause this to read it if you can read cursive. Also, another cool thing that's with this set is really, really cool, is that you actually have a reprint of Charlton Heston's Egypt schedule, which is really, really cool, because I think he actually made like a diary or something like that whenever he was on making the film. And this is something that you don't get in that set. This is like very rare that you ever get to see this type of cool stuff. And also you have here a VistaVision news reprint of an article, of a small little like a 2-page memoir, basically about the writing of the movie and how it's regarded as a peak achievement in Cecil B. DeMille's long career. Yes, he made the movie once, and then he was okay with it, but he kind of was unsatisfied how it originally turned out, because he had such a grand vision for this movie that literally 33 years later, he basically decided to remake it into the famous movie that we know today. Yeah, but this is so cool, though, that you actually get to see reprints of this stuff, and that this stuff actually existed back then. And, you don't see that with packaging hardly anymore, especially with, modern movies, even with, today's epics and whatnot, So everything's all back in there, all nice and tight. And we also have some costume sketches. Yeah, this is going to be a little bit longer close-up video today, which is so cool. So you have, different art sketches, which is so cool. And it's on this paper that's very felt. It's like very rough, very coarse type of paper. Sketch of Moses there on Mount Sinai. Here you have Moses there again. And here is a photo of Ramses. Yeah. Now, that's not... I'm not sure exactly if that's how it was supposed to be, or it kind of looks like that they kind of did that on purpose. It's more of like a sketch type of thing. Another one of Ramses. Now here you have the character of Mimnet. Yeah, her outfit, as well as the other one. That one there looks pretty cool. Very sleeky, very sexy. Obviously. Then also here you have the character of Bitha. And yeah, that's basically about it for the character sketches, which, that's actually pretty cool that all this stuff is in this thing. If you're looking for a set of the Ten Commandments, this is the one to get, if you can find it. I just happened to come across it really by accident, really. But not only that, though, it even comes with this really cool booklet entitled The Ten Commandments, An Epic Journey. And it's literally like a book literally about the making of this movie. Not only that, though, there's Cecil B. DeMille talking about the film. And loads and loads of behind-the-scenes photos, epic pictures, epic sets, all over the place. You even have, sketches of the costumes, some that were shown earlier. But there's lots more. I mean, there's so many different characters, and not only that, though, you would have that's printed here also as well. Charlton Heston's Egypt schedule for him when he was there, and not only that, though, and you even have photos at the premiere, which is so cool that that it opened up. And not only that, though, it went on to becoming the highest grossing film of 1957, which is basically joined all around the world now. It's well known. And not only that, though, this is stuff that you don't ever see in Hollywood anymore, or especially when it comes to the premieres. You have the actors names there, and it's written in different languages, which is something you don't ever see anymore. And this book is so cool. I could look at this thing all day. And then here is, and finally, basically he did this. This is basically, there's Cecil B. DeMille there in the middle, as well as the entire crew and cast who worked on the movie. And the end. So yeah, this set is so amazing. Like I said, if you are looking for a set, of this film, this is the one to get. And finally, there's that infamous photo there of the parting of the Red Sea. And like I said, this collector's set is so awesome. Very hard to find. I believe this set is actually way out of print. Like I said, I literally just kind of came across this thing by accident. And, I knew of the film. I had, I've only seen bits and pieces of it at the time, but after watching it now over many years, it's one that I look forward to watching literally at least once a year, because the movie itself is, it's like over 4 hours. So it's a very, very long movie. Extremely long. So, yeah, there we go. So, yeah, you can actually see that there. So there you go. 2 great editions. DVD looks even better on Blu-ray. Now, granted, with the Blu-ray and everything, obviously you can see the flaws when it comes to try to hiding the obviously the cutouts of where certain people are standing and the footage and this and that. But who knows? Maybe one day with the amount of technology that we have available now, maybe they'll one day re-release, this classic film where everything looks like it was, it's where you don't really see the outlines of everything, and they can erase all that and everything. But then again, sometimes that kind of shows you, how things were done back then. And not only that, though, it makes everything look like it was such a great, obviously it's a great movie, but, just the amount of sheer effort that went into making this film not only once, but twice, within about 30-year difference between the two of them. So yeah, so that concludes this close-up video of the Ten Commandments. Hope you enjoyed it. I will leave links down in the description below for both versions. If you can find either one of them. I believe that version is also out of print. I just got lucky and found, like I said, I found both of them, got lucky and found it. So yeah, so with that, I will see you in the next update.